Thanks for.
Okay, we are recording. The
Great.
floor is yours.
You're fine, Charity?
Yep, I
Okay.
can hear you fine.
Perfect. So thank you all for taking the time today to come and listen to me talk about the partnership between Community Action Partnership and Springfield College. So I'm just going to go over a little bit about the programs that we offer, and then we're going to talk about the partnership and the advantages that you have as a CAP employee to take advantage of. So here is all of my contact information. I have also included the contact information for Shannon Mastrangelo. Shannon is my admissions assistant. So she works for the online campus as well as myself. And she will be the one who gets your application if you do decide to submit the application. And she'll work with you on gathering all the materials that we need. So she'll be kind of your point of contact once you ask me as many questions as you need to. And I'm always obviously available as well, but I wanted to include Shannon's contact information there for you. Move on here. There we go. So the bachelor's degree that we offer online, currently completely online, is a bachelor's degree in human services. We do offer this program at any of our regional campuses as well, so I'm not sure of everybody's location, but we do have some regional campuses, and we'll cover the states that those are available in later. The concentrations that we have available are early childhood education, community youth development, substance use and disorder counseling, and criminal justice. So as a CAP employee, whether you're working full-time or part-time, and I should caveat that with you must be working 20 hours or more a week in order to be considered a part-time employee, you are eligible to take advantage of the $5,000 partnership grant from Springfield College. So this is money that the college gives to you towards your degree. You're not going to get a check. We will take that money off of your tuition. It's not preloaded and it's not received all at the end. So we'll kind of estimate how many semesters based on your course load it's going to take you to complete your degree here. And the financial aid office will split it up among those semesters. So you receive a little bit each semester. And then in addition to that, Springfield College can also look at any of your CAP training, work-related training, and your ROMA training. And we have predetermined certain credits that those qualify for. So you receive credits right upon entering if you've completed any of the ROMA training. So this is just kind of a visual for you to see, and I think Charity said she's going to email you out the slides, so you'll have all this, and this is all available on the website as well. But your results-oriented, your ROMA training is worth 6 college credits, so that's 2 less classes that you have to take upon entering the program here. If you've taken strength-based family workers, that's 4 credits. Family Development Credential is 6 credits. And if you have your CDA, we're going to award you 18 college credits upon entering the program. There is also other relevant training, such as your CEUs, the National Head Start Academy, and CAP-sponsored training that you may have done for professional things at work. Those are not predetermined. What happens there is we call it prior learning experience. So we realize that you've gained a lot of knowledge during working, with nonprofit agencies. We like to take a look at those things, and you have an opportunity to write a claim to state that, you've done so much professional development or training at work that you think it's equivalent to X amount of credits. So that's something, it's a special class that you can take to learn how to write claims. But as far as admissions criteria, we can look at any training that you've done to see if we can't waive some of the admissions criteria as well. Okay. So the current cost of the program is $486 per credit, and everyone's total is going to be different. So the more credits that you have to transfer in, obviously the cost of your program goes down, and then as well as that $5,000 coming off the top as well. So here's an example for you guys. So Sally works for the Anne Arundel County Community Action Agency. Sally has 20 college credits that she receives from a community college. She also has her CDA, which automatically gives her another 18 transfer credits. The program total is 120 credits. So we're going to remove her 38 credits from there. So she'll have 82 credits remaining to be completing her completing her bachelor's degree. And this means Sally's going to pay a total of $39,852 for her entire degree. However, she's also eligible for that $5,000 grant that we spoke about, and that's going to leave her balance at $34,852. So you also have an opportunity to apply for financial aid on top of that. And so you might be, you might receive some grants. There's a Pell Grant available for those who have not gone to school or used it before. So it all depends on, your specific circumstances, but we encourage everyone to fill out a FAFSA. Even if you think you're not going to receive anything, some people are really surprised that they qualify for things. As far as, I spoke about the admissions requirements a little bit earlier. So as far as the admissions requirements, we do ask you to have 15 college credits. So our program is a degree completion program. It's not for people who just graduated from high school and are looking for that traditional four-year degree. We ask that you have 15 college credits to transfer in, but that can be either from a school that you've attended prior, a regionally accredited school, or it can be from that training that I spoke about earlier. So if you have some professional development training that you've done at work, and we can add up the hours, every 20 hours is worth 1 credit in training. Okay, so as far as for admissions requirements. The other requirements are that we need to have proof of either your high school diploma or a GED. If you have your associate's degree from a regionally accredited college, we will not need a copy of your high school diploma or GED. We waive that. You also have to be able to provide any official transcripts from all of the regionally accredited colleges that you've attended. So if you're requesting that the transcripts be sent to you directly, we'll just ask you to leave the envelope sealed when you receive them and forward them on to us. If you're sending, even if they are official transcripts that you received, if you send them to us and they've been opened, the registrar's office will not accept those as official. And I can certainly give everyone information on where to send those electronically, as well as the address. Okay, so as far as the process for admissions, we will fill out an application first, have you fill out the application. That link right there will bring you right to the page to get started. And then we'll have you gather your transcripts or any other certifications you have, as well as the high school completion, proof of high school completion. And we're going to provide all of those things to Shannon. And Shannon's going to keep a nice file here for you once you receive your application, and she will keep all of your items together. We're going to have you complete your FAFSA, and the HR person at your specific agency will have to verify your employment. So there's a grant application, and we will be able to send that to you and have somebody from the HR team sign off on that you are in fact an employee of a CAP agency. So once your FAFSA is completed, we have a special team here at our financial aid department that will reach out to you directly, and they're going to help you through the process of accepting any awards that you've been awarded and completing anything that the federal government is looking for you to complete before you get those awards. After that, you're going to meet with your academic success coach. So an academic success coach is somebody who's been specially trained to work with adult learners and to help them over any hurdles. We know that everybody's busy and they have lives outside of school and work, and things get in the way. So these folks they're kind of like a college advisor, but a step further. They will help you with any services that you might need. They will help you to register for your classes and determine which classes are the best fit for you to get started and to complete your degree. So they'll kind of hold your hand through the first 2 semesters. And then once you've assimilated into school and you're feeling comfortable, then we'll get you a permanent advisor for the remainder of your time here. So after you've met with your academic success coach, you're going to want to complete our new student online orientation. And this is really important because it walks you through all the steps of how to use Brightspace, which is the online classroom platform that we use. And once you've completed your orientation, then you're free to start classes. So I'd just like to talk a little bit about why it is that you should choose Springfield College over any other options that you have. So in addition to that $5,000 grant that Springfield College is offering to you, All our degrees that we're talking about here today are all human services. So everything is about helping people. Our mission is parallel to that of CAP. And so these degrees are kind of tailored to help with your advancement in the field that you're currently working in. And they're kind of geared towards, nonprofit. So it's just, they kind of go hand in hand. This program is also an accelerated program. So it has the most flexibility to fit in with your already busy schedule. And it is designed specifically for working adults with additional responsibilities at home, like I said. You can also, another big reason, I talked about that PLA before, or the prior learning experience that we're going to be able to award you credits for, but that's huge. Not a lot of schools will give you college credits for, work training and things like that. You think about what it costs per credit. We already went over that, $486 per credit. So, I mean, you're able to get free credits essentially for work that you've already done. So that's a big, advantage that you have coming into this program. So we talked a little bit about this, but once you're accepted, that academic success coach is going to guide you through those first couple semesters like we spoke about, and then you'll get your permanent advisor. And I already kind of went over it, but they are definitely, trained to help specifically adult learners, and they are going to be available to you at any time that our campuses are open. So even if you're an online student, all of these academic success coaches work on all of our different campuses that we have throughout the United States. So the hours are posted online, and any time that the campus is open, those coaches are available to you. And these are the locations of our campuses. So we have one here, obviously, on the main campus in Springfield, Massachusetts. We have one in Milwaukee, Wisconsin, Wilmington, Delaware, Tampa, Florida, Houston, Texas, Boston, Massachusetts, and St. Johnsbury, Vermont. And then we have the completely online campus. So it's all the same program. The only difference is going to be that if you do live within proximity to one of these campuses, you'll do what's called a hybrid program, where you do some courses on ground on the campus, and then some courses will be completed online. So it's nice to have that option if you live near any of those campuses, but otherwise all the same exact classes are available online, so you can complete it all the way through from home. So I just obviously want to say thank you again for letting me, speak to you today and listening. And I'm just going to leave this open now. Charity, I can give you kind of directions, but if you want to send any questions in through the Q&A, I'm happy to answer any questions that anybody has. I'm going to go ahead and go back to the slide with my contact information for you as well. So if anybody wants to have, oops, one too far. If anybody wants to have a private discussion with me about their certain circumstances, feel free to give me a call. My phone number for my office is there, as well as my cell phone number. I travel a lot because I'm recruiting nationwide. So if you're not able to get me in the office, feel free to call my cell phone. Okay?
Okay. We do have a question here, and the question is about the slides. Yes, we will be sending the slides out, so that is very good.
All right, I see a question here actually to what kind of time period or how quickly do we have to use the $5,000? So there's no time period. This is a partnership that Springfield College has with CAP. We've signed, an agreement with you. It's not, you don't have to sign up to start in the summer or the fall. This is going to be ongoing. So whatever's convenient for you as far as when to start is fine with us. And that $5,000, will be available to you throughout your time here. All right. Let's see. Can you provide
So there
me?
is a question about the Family Worker Credential Program and
Yep.
where and what the costs are, and how do you enroll in that Family Worker Credential Program?
Yeah, so that is actually a training that is done through CAP. So that's not anything that Springfield College offers. I'm not sure, Charity, if you have any more information on that, but it's not anything that I would be able to help them sign up for.
Okay. We have CCAP, but that's different. So maybe that person can email me offline. There's one other question here that I see. Is there a specific application we would complete for the program, or just the general Springfield College application?
Yeah, so it's actually going to be a specific application. So you're going to want to apply for the regional and online degree. So when you, I did put a link in the slides here. So when you get the slides, you can just click on that link. But if you want to go through the website, you go to springfield.edu, and then you'd click on admissions, and you'd click on the regional or adult learning, I think it is. Yeah, so the non-traditional and adult learning, and the application will be there for that degree.
I have another question about transcripts. Can we send in our transcripts and training first before the FAFSA? Yeah,
so if you want to, prior to even applying, I can certainly take a look. If you have copies of unofficial transcripts and you want to send those to me, ahead of time, so I can give you an idea how many credits you're going to be awarded, or, have transfer in, and I can take a look at everybody's training before they apply, so we can have a good idea, and get an estimate of how many credits will transfer in from that as well. Absolutely. My email address is here. You can feel free to send that stuff over to me. And there's no rhyme or reason either about, obviously fill out the application first, but then after that, you can fill out your FAFSA first or send your training first. Either way, it doesn't make a difference.
Okay, and then we have another question about the ROMA credits. It says, to receive the 6 credits for ROMA, what does that mean? Does this mean 6 credits for attending a one-day introduction to a ROMA training, or that you are a certified ROMA professional?
Yeah, so a certified ROMA professional.
Okay. We have another question here, and it says, what if we have a BS already and just want to continue our education? Do you only qualify if you don't have a degree yet?
Nope. So if you already have a BS and you want to continue on with us, we also have an MBA in nonprofit management available completely online. And that program is only 30 credits, so it's also accelerated. It can be completed in 1 year, all online, and you also qualify for the $5,000 towards that degree as well. And I can certainly, if you could tell me who emailed or who sent that question, Sherry, I can send them a link. Actually, I can just send everybody who's on here a link to the MBA program afterwards so that we have all that information as well. But that is definitely an option, and you can definitely get that $5,000. The credit cost is $660 for that program versus the $486 for the undergraduate.
Excellent. And now's your time if there's more questions. Yep. Okay. Oh, just that they would definitely like the MBA program information.
Yeah, perfect.
Would the HUD, yes, Certified Housing Counselor count for hours?
So that would be something I'd have to take a look at. So if you want to send me a copy, if you have, I don't know if that's a certification or something like that, but if you want to send me a copy of that, I can take a look and we can run that by the registrar's office and see. Yes, it's a certification, they said. Okay. Yeah, so you can send me a copy of it and I can take a look and run it by the registrar's office and see if they'll be able to award you any credits for that.
Okay, we will just give you another few minutes to put those last questions in.
Sure. And Charity, after we get off, if you want to give me the email addresses for the folks that are on here, what I can do too is I can send you a link to my calendar. So if anybody wants to have a discussion, offline about their specific circumstances or has any additional questions for me and they want to talk, you can just go ahead and plug yourself right in at a time that's convenient for you.
Okay. Someone I've been looking for a sign to get my MBA, and this might be it.
Yay!
Yay!
Yeah, so actually, by the time you finish that program, I think the total cost without any financial aid or without the grant at all, it's about $20,000. So you're going to get that grant because you'll qualify for that. So that'll make you have an MBA, an MBA degree in 1 year for less than $15,000. It's pretty amazing.
That's pretty amazing, yeah.
I mean, this is a huge opportunity for people, this partnership that we have. So.
Yeah, this is a wonderful opportunity. Okay, well, it looks like that's about it. So I am going to turn off the recording, and thank you all so much
thank you for your time.
Tuning in today. That's right.